Hello, Tomies. DM Dave here, and I want to talk to you about Momogurumis. Momogurumi is a fantastic place if you ever wanted to crochet your dreams. Momogurumi is a crochet artist. She can crochet plushies, clothing, blankets. If there is a pattern for it, she can modify it and make it suit your dreams. Momo focuses on good, clear communication with you so you get exactly what you wish for. Check out her Instagram at momogurumi24 for samples of her work and message her for a free consult to see where your imagination can take you. You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Welcome back, Tomies, to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left we have
Henley,
Boudreaux,
Tuck,
and Fenrir.
And we've been talking a lot, like the last episode, talked about a lot of unworldly things, right? Some things beyond this world. So, with this joke, with all the ghosts and stuff like that, and undead. For this joke, I have, what music do aliens listen to? Neptunes. All right, our recap is by...
That was out of this world. Yeah.
Henley, I believe the recap is on you.
Yeah, so last time we slept a lot. We then, after Keth said he really wanted to go back for his weapon, we went back for all our stuff, and we found Azeal Lazarine checking out what happened, and he told us a lot of scary things about the forest. And we were able to recruit him to help us fight the Hags, and also Boudreaux and Lazarine discussed religion differences. It's a little bit heated. Oh, and guys, let's give a drum roll, please. This is episode 100. Woo! Honestly, can't believe we're here.
No, I totally forgot it was 100, so I would have done something different for the opening. So surprise on me. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to us for 100 episodes, chapters of this podcast. It's heartwarming to be this far. Not a lot of shows make it to 100 at all. So
especially ones that only release bi-weekly. I mean, it's taken us 4 years almost. 4 years
Yep.
to get us this far.
Yep.
If you love Boudreaux, send Jello in any chat. Or a letter. No Jello.
You heard her, no Jello.
Yeah. I love Jello.
Okay, anyways, back to the recap.
We invited the Azeal to lunch.
Yes, he is sitting down to eat with you, and it was discussions that he would help you with the hag situation as well.
Yes, I think I said that earlier on, but I don't know.
Okay, I missed it then. So you guys sit down. What is being made?
I think it's...
Boudreaux makes gruel.
No. Boudreaux's gonna make Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Do you still have some of that cheese wheel? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
And he's gonna make it...
It's very sharp now.
Ooh.
That cheese that you found way back when you first entered the mines.
That wasn't that long ago. It's got to cut a little bit of mold
It's a couple
off
weeks
of it.
ago. In game.
Okay.
It's been a couple weeks.
So it's just a little sharper now.
Just a little sharp.
Yeah, so he makes Alfredo, but without chicken, because there is none.
The jerky bits.
Yeah, some chicken jerky.
Rehydrated chicken jerky.
Yummy.
Barbecue flavor.
Barbecue.
Teriyaki.
Teriyaki.
And he does not, for the record, nobody say anything like this because he does not make it gross at all. It is absolutely delectable. It's one of your favorite meals that you've had so far.
Tick is unimpressed.
That's fair.
Okay. So you guys are all eating, all enjoying. Is there any conversations that is going to go on? More conversations about, well, I guess Azeal has something to say. We'll just go with that.
Is he impressed?
He's eating it, but he doesn't compliment you.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
No. So Azeal says, I have agreed to help you in facing the Hags. My only concern is, with my presence here thus far, it has attracted many other creatures, vile creatures. So I do believe that I will help you from a distance and not be able to go in with you for the fear of attracting these vile, powerful creatures.
How will you help us if you're not with us?
I could attract them away from your position as you head in deeper.
Yeah.
Use yourself as bait?
I can handle myself.
Okay.
What if we attack on multiple fronts?
That is very
Is that what
possible.
you're getting at?
Correct. If I could attract the more powerful creatures to my location, to my presence, and possibly turn some of them against each other, it could help in the long run. As I have made friends, as he points to behind him to the whites, which are the undead warriors behind him. Some may side with me to help us in this quest.
Boudreaux rolls his eyes at the word friend.
How do you do that?
Do what?
Like, raise the dead?
It takes many years of study to acquire such knowledge and some confidence as well. When you deal with magic, that's one of the key things is confidence. The belief of that you can do it. Because if you have any doubt, spells can go awry.
Interesting.
Because it makes you nervous, you lose steps. Much like the Lazarine that I am thinking that might be up with the Hags.
Henley is nodding with her limited knowledge of the arcane that Yolinks taught her.
Mm-hmm.
She's nodding.
Boudreaux is resisting many thoughts and actions.
Because it does make me nervous if the Lazarine that is helping the Hags with the Soul's Own Needle, that he is not 1 ounce of confidence in him.
Would he not be able to help them? Or would he not help them if he had confidence?
Using an item to help focus your magic is definitely helpful. That is why many wizards and any magic user have some type of focus. It takes great concentration, great confidence to use magic without said items.
Kind of like when you're performing. Like on stage and...
Correct. Many like to lean upon their instruments,
Right.
Puppets, or other means. Correct.
As a focus. And then, you got to have your confidence when you're up there. Like, you can't show fear because that'll play into the songs and music that or the poems or whatever that'll play into your thoughts.
If you do not believe on your performance, others will not believe it as well. But that is the best way that I could be able to help you. I also may be able to help you by imbuing some items for you as well.
No. Nah.
What kind of items?
They don't want it. No. Mm-mm.
They would be an item that I can cast a spell upon that would help you be invisible. You could travel through a different plane without being seen by many of these vile creatures. That is how I've done most of my traveling inside the forest.
They don't want it.
Traveling through the ethereal plane.
Don't hags come from a different plane?
They do.
Do they come from the ethereal plane?
They come from a place called the Feywilds.
Okay, so they wouldn't be able to go to that plane with us.
They have the power to do so, yes.
But if they didn't know we were there, they wouldn't know to look there.
And many of their creatures would not be able to see through the ethereal plane. The ethereal plane is a mirror of this plane. So as you travel through, everything looks the same, except it's dark grays or light grays. So no color.
So would they lose some of their power in that plane?
No.
But their characters couldn't. So couldn't I hide out in that plane and nothing would happen to me?
It is possible, yes. But you would not be able to interact with the surroundings around you. For example, as I am in an ethereal state, I can travel through these woods. I can see everything around me that is in the woods, but I can walk straight through trees as if they weren't there. But you still
how long
hunger.
can you stay there?
My spell lasts about 8 hours,
And then what?
and then you are kicked out.
Forever?
You come back to the material plane.
Okay, so but you only use it once? Or you just gotta wait a while before you do it again?
Depending on how I imbue the item. Of course, I can cast it multiple times. But for your items, we'd have to do something a little different to make it last long enough. For we have to find, if we find this wick, we may be able to pinpoint a location on where the hags are and use them at a proper time that the etherealness will get us to our location without being seen.
Right. Boudreaux, why do you not want us to do this?
He looks at you guys like pretty like, what? Like, come on, guys. Look, I don't mind telling you, is that I don't want him to yell at me when I do.
Would you consent to it if it actually helps your family get out of there?
My family not in there.
So why do you want to go in?
For the needle. The needle.
Well, then would you consent to it so we can get the
Nope.
needle?
Nope. You should not take his magic because
I do it.
it's evil.
Well, I do it. Then I'm not really going into the woods like it's not supposed to be. It's the same woods but different woods. And I'm not breaking the rules that way.
And he scratches his head.
Evil. Yep.
Yeah, well, as
Evil literally follows him.
Okay.
He literally attracts it. Guys, wrap your head around that, eh? You think that's good?
I attract it
I was
because
talking
it is threatened
to
by
them.
me.
Not this is why I didn't want to do it. Thanks, Anthony.
I think it's because he asked you a question, or you asked him a question. Anyways, people already think that's evil because I'm a goblin, so it's not much different.
I don't think you're evil. We talked about this.
No, not you, but lots of other people.
But is evil following you?
I don't know. Ask Henley. Does evil follow me? She says yes, because that is what it is.
But, oi.
And I go into a town, and most people don't like me because what I am. So what?
Hey, don't you think this Alfredo's so good?
Yes, this Alfredo's delicious.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we should take him up on this offer.
Oh, that's very nice. Let's just go and kill Roscoe again, huh?
Boudreaux.
What?
Tick is super stunned, A, that Henley agreed with Tick, and B, that Boudreaux just said what he did.
By my means of help, you are less likely to die,
That's nice.
to be able to pass many of the obstacles before you. But if you do not wish my help, I will not give it.
Roscoe would want us to say yes to him.
That's because he's weird. That guy talks to a card and then money comes out of it or whatever.
Well, I think more the money goes into it.
Well, and you can't even count money.
Thank you. That is true.
And yet here's a question. Why do you want the soul-sewn needle?
For a friend. And then I don't know what I do with it. I had to give it back. Or not to them, but like do something else with it.
Who's this friend? Who
He
you
looks
want
at
to do this
Fenrir.
to?
Because at the moment, Fenrir's the
Why-
only one that might understand.
Why retrieve an item that you will not even be able to use?
I think I might be able to, but maybe not. We'll see. I might as well try.
Just because you hold the staff of Malenko doesn't give you the power to be able to use an item of his.
Well, it is a staff of Kundas, so maybe it's the needle of... I don't know. It don't matter. I can try if I want to.
Wait, what friend? Are you
No.
talking about Lila and Garotha?
Yeah.
That would help her in her situation.
Who is they?
The soul-sewn needle can take souls and tie them to objects or other things.
Yep.
So could they take them apart?
Yep.
Most likely, yes.
Would you do that to help Lila and Garotha?
I'm right here.
Perhaps. I know I have an agreement with her to help her in her situation.
Boudreaux's looking very mad at the moment.
So you can help her, you can try, but
Mhm.
if the needle needs to be used by someone in the Lazarine,
Mm-hmm.
he's a Lazarine.
Yeah, but we don't
Are
need
you
to...
a Lazarine?
No. Do I look like this weird skinny man?
Far from it.
No, you're pretty skinny. That's why I made this Alfredo anyways. Mama always told me to fatten people up when they're skinny.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
That is very nice of you, Boudreaux. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, honey.
Pedro, why are you so mad? I'm usually the one that's mad, or Henley the one that's mad, not you. You're the one who's going laughy and crazy.
Because he being mean to me.
Well, but he's not being mean.
You're mean just as mean back.
Well, I tried to make it so he'd leave so I didn't have to, be around the thing that makes me really mad. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Tick.
Oh, okay, that's
Well-
very nice.
Tick doesn't have to stay. I stay for funny right now. I don't want him to die.
Look, I haven't left yet. Isn't that what matters?
Yes.
Thank you.
No, because you can't help us the same way he can. Do you know how to do this?
How long would it take you to imbue the items?
And would it take a magic user to use it?
Oh yeah, for that case I can't
It
do it.
will take me some time. Yes.
Will you travel with us? We're traveling to Mapleshire. Will you travel with us and make them during that time? We didn't have to go. Yeah.
For the time that we have, me staying in one location to do it would be more beneficial. I cannot imbue and travel at the same time.
How long would it take you?
For 4 creatures, maybe a couple days.
It's okay, you can make it 3.
Boudreaux, Henley, Tick, do we stay an extra few days to get these items, or should we keep moving to Mapleshire?
I could deliver them when they are ready.
Oh, let's do that one.
I think we need to take Roscoe to his mom and dad.
Yeah, maybe we should do that instead of...
And we can get more information because we can't even enter the forest until we have Wick Lennox.
Why are you being
That's
so
true.
mean?
So I think we need to go
Wha-
to Mapleshire, talk to the people who bought the scarecrows, and see if maybe they can purchase some more and, we ambush him.
Who's
like that
thinking like
plan.
a goblin now?
I
I didn't think that. You got that. That's very goblin. That's very goblin. Just so you know, Dreekt would do that. Dreekt would do that.
I'm a ranger, not a goblin.
Well, that's maybe yours. Not so different.
Henley just glares.
Boudreaux, do you like that plan? Is that what we should do?
Well, which one?
Leave him here.
Travel to Mapleshire
Yeah.
and try to search out more information for Wick Lennox.
Sure, yeah.
And
that
maybe
sounds
we need to... I don't know. I like that. How do we get his attention to buy more scarecrows?
Well, I don't think he's here if he's already gone.
I could also send a sending arrow to my brother. Maybe he...
It's worth a shot.
So it sounds like you may have others that will join you.
We're hoping. We're meeting up with another group. We're trying to get as many people as we can.
We have Delvin with us as well, and Keth and Hurla, and
That's right.
maybe his crew, Ivan.
Ivan and his crew and anybody who will help.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I will need, if I am to do this for you, I will need some items to imbue. Whether that be necklaces, any type of jewelry, things that will be in contact with you.
What about our rings? Almost all of us have a ring like this.
We'd have to give it up, right?
Correct.
It's
Has to
already
stay
magical
with me.
too.
Do we want to give them up?
I don't have anything else of value.
It doesn't
really.
matter the value.
Ooh, can it be my cloak?
It can be,
Or my mask?
but you would have to leave it with me.
Or maybe not my mask. I might scare people.
But it could be one of your earrings.
Ooh, yeah, those.
I'll take one out.
What about the gems we have in our bag?
They would need to be something that would remain touching you. As in, to your skin. It is easier to make an item as such.
I don't really have anything else than my ring.
I don't really have anything else either. Do we have any rings in the bag?
In the bag of holding?
Yeah.
No.
What about, can we make a necklace out of a gem?
I could, like, braid one. But I think Henley takes off her adventuring ring and hands it to him.
And he looks at it and he's like, this already has magic imbued to it.
Yeah, it does. Will it not work?
No.
Henley puts the ring back on.
Not without the risk of getting rid of the previous imbuement. I do have the power and skill to imbue items, but not to add imbuement to one that's already been imbued.
Would it be okay to say that Fenrir would have other rings that he could give to him other than just the
If
one? Just because
only
he's a
you guys
performer?
had like this merchant on call that you could probably call and talk to.
I don't have that. I tried to take Roscoe's
mean,
card and they said no.
Boudreaux has ideas, but he's not going to say what they are.
just throwing it out there. Or, you could make something like Henley was saying,
I could weave
Good
some grass and make rings.
braid something together, use little strings and do something.
Henley starts like
For the gems.
finding like really fine dried grass that's not like gonna bend too much apart. And starts weaving and braiding a
What-
little something.
What if we just call Swindell?
Fanny,
I mean, a non-magical ring shouldn't cost that much money.
it will from Swindell.
I mean, what else do we got?
Henley's like, I can weave, braid something.
Yeah, but what if it's not going to come out, right?
It shouldn't.
Right?
Not unless you burn it. And Henley
What about any of that stuff you got from the goblins? Remember when you took things from my people? Did you take anything that you could have used?
I mean, I didn't take any jewelry.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be jewelry, just something that touches your skin. He says it could be my cloak, it could be my mask.
we just have those gems.
You took marbles.
Yeah.
Those are
Gems.
probably not as, no, they was marbles too. There's not as probably precious and as much money, so you're not going to have somebody steal them.
Oh, I called to the bag of holding because we didn't know everything that was in there. I say, ring.
Or
Does anything
necklace,
come
or
out?
headdress, or anything.
There is a
Bracelet?
one ring.
Okay.
To
What
rule
about a
out.
necklace?
Okay. I pull out the ring. Set aside a necklace.
There is no necklace.
A bracelet.
You get 2 bracelets.
Will you do your earring? He
I
looks
already
at
gave
Tick.
it to him.
Well, that's all we need then.
Is that all we need?
So that
What about
accounts
Delvin?
4 items.
Maybe Delvin
And
does.
Boudreaux has made it clear that he does not want any of my help.
It's right. I think.
So he will be traveling through the woods by himself.
Hey, Boudreaux. what
Because
if it
once you
keeps
guys
you
enter
safe?
the ethereal plane, Boudreaux will not be able to see you at all.
Yup.
And he will be seen by every creature that walks through the forest as you guys pass them without a trace.
Do
Can
you
we
want
see
to
him?
die?
You'll be able to see him,
Oh my gosh.
but you will not be able to assist him in any way unless you
Break the spell.
break the spell.
How about gauntlets?
But it is Boudreaux's choice to die, as he said, like Roscoe.
Boudreaux's not saying anything.
Do you hate him now much you won't even
No gauntlet, by the way.
save him? Get some help so you can save whoever it is you want to help and your family that you was talking about earlier? You want to die before you help them and you not accept his help when he can help you?
I know it's hard to understand.
Yeah, it is, because it sounds like you're just being dumb. Dumb. You don't have to like him, but if he helps you in the end,
Well, talking about being dumb, I mean, you're also taking some random weird object from a guy you guys don't really know very well, just like scarecrows. People
I'll
do
take
that all
objects.
the time.
I'll take objects from people I don't know all the time.
We don't have to use it. We just need to have the ability to use it. If we need it.
Well, do it then. Have fun.
Here's 4 items. We have 2 bracelets, an earring, and a ring.
And for your other comrades here?
Maybe we should ask them if they even want to.
Hurla, Keth, Delvin.
Delvin doesn't have anything, but he does. He does want to go with you.
How about an amulet?
Nothing.
What other kind of jewelry is there that
Well,
goes
just
against the
talk to
skin?
the
I mean, are there
guy.
any earrings in there?
Earrings.
Well, if you need earrings, there are lots of those.
What, you do?
Do you see my ears? They're not just holes.
Actually, your hair's covering them.
Not me.
No, Tick has quite the array of earrings.
Earrings and holes and all sorts of other stuff.
If you need earrings and you have holes, you have them.
Let's use those. If you're okay with it, Tick.
Well, I mean, you're just gonna be okay with holes in your ears
Henley
or in your
goes back
fingers?
to weaving.
You can wear some of them as rings, kind of. Maybe on your baby's little finger.
Swindell, my friend, I need your help. And he pulls out his card.
Fenrir!
About time.
And Azeal kind of like gives you like a weird look because you just like blurt this out.
Henley is just like,
Are you holding out
Why?
the card?
I'm like staring. I was like fidgeting, looking through stuff, and then as I pull it out, that's when I say it.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm holding it out there.
So on your card, a little image, almost like a Star Wars hologram, right? Of like a 3-4 inch tall Swindell appears on it. Ah, yes, Fenrir, my friend. What can I do you for?
I need 4 rings. Let's go 5. 5 rings that are not imbued with any magic. That can be normal silver. Actually, let's make them necklaces.
Are you looking
2 and
to
2. 2 rings, 2 necklaces.
Are you looking to charm a fair lady? Because I do have quite the assortment of jewelry for
the
you.
cheapest one you've got.
Ah, I see you have your other comrades here. Wait. You're missing one.
We are.
Don't want to talk about it.
You won't be hearing from him anymore.
That is a shame.
Very much so.
I do have items and wares to possibly bring him back.
He had
He
the chance.
don't want to.
He doesn't want to.
How much would those cost?
Fenrir, he doesn't want to. He had Kundas's blessing, and he chose not to.
Boudreaux happens to glance at the Lazarine guy in this comment.
And he kind of gives you like a snide smile.
It's okay. Unimbued stuff, please. Now.
All right. Are you sure there isn't anything that I can provide?
Yeah, I need you to provide me with 2 necklaces and 2 rings.
Well, it's just a strange request that you're asking for something that's not imbued.
Well, it's non-magical stuff.
Because if you wanted certain imbuements for something... But I digress. How many items did you want?
I need 4.
4 rings?
That'll work.
Well, I normally don't deal with this low stuff, but I could probably sell them for you. 4 rings, let's say 3 silver.
Done. And he'll slide across 6 silver.
And he pops up 4 rings.
Thank you. I will be in contact. It may be a conversation that just you and I need to have.
Very well. I wait your call.
Thank you.
Toodaloo.
Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard Mid-Show Brink. I am Rupert Bumpkin. Thank you for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. If you wish to support us, visit us on ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, where you may become a member of our Ko-Fi. There, you can receive special content, such as post shows, DM deep dives, and exclusive merchandise, such as t-shirts and keychains. There, you may also donate to the Feed the Cast funds, a special way to thank them by buying them dinner for the night. Yum, yum! Other ways you can support us is by sharing us with your friends and family and on social media. Spreading the word about the Tomes of the Chaos Bard is a huge help, and we thank you for your help. Another way you can support us is through 5-star reviews. And with every 5-star review, Solemn the Chaos Bard will give you a shout-out on our Solemn's columns. So stay tuned for those. That is all, folks, and back to the show.
He'll hand over the 4 rings to...
What was that?
He'll hand over the 4 rings to the Lazarine.
Okay.
I love how everybody's calling him by his last name because of me.
Azeal.
Azeal. Thank you.
Why did you not try and get something else that might be able to help us in the forest if Boudreaux's not going to take one?
Because we can't afford it.
That is a strange card you have there. A merchant on call.
Yes, he primarily deals with magic items. I should have asked him about Wick Lennox.
That would have been worth his time.
Dang.
Call him back.
We gotta go. We're calling him on the way.
Because if you have such a friend in there, I could still imbue these for you. But you could also buy said items from him as well.
We'd prefer you. His name is Swindell Ublind. He's a tiefling.
I could see that. Most tieflings, any tiefling that I have met, not worth trusting.
Which is why we do limited dealings with him, Fenrir.
Limited dealings that they know about. And he just winks.
Sounds like marriage.
Roscoe and I have had many dealings with him. He's always worked out.
I am guessing those rings you have are from him?
Yeah.
I am interested. Something piqued my interest. This blessing of Kundas. What is this?
Well,
That
I
Roscoe
don't-
rejected.
What?
That Roscoe rejected.
Well, it certainly doesn't have anything to do with you, I have to say.
Just makes one think that your deity
You know what?
was willing to bring back somebody from the dead.
I don't
which any magic of that is necromancy.
Is a necromancy if there's not really dead yet? Just mostly dead.
Nearly dead.
Nearly did.
Just slightly alive.
Slightly alive.
And Azeal just kind of like gives a smirk, little smile, like, got him. You know?
Boudreaux legit didn't hear any of it.
I figured.
Okay.
But Azeal is still pretty proud of himself with that one.
Good for him.
Okay. So you're on the earring, got all the rings now.
So we hand over 5 rings, 2 bracelets, and an earring.
How you bring them to us? We need to meet you somewhere.
Well, he bought 4 rings, and you guys found 1 ring. That's right. So 5.
And 2 bracelets.
2 bracelets.
And Tick had an earring.
And an earring. Writing this down so I do not forget.
You can forget. It's okay.
And how do we use these items?
Once I imbue them with the spell Etherealness, you will have a command word that you will say, and you will enter the ethereal plane.
For 8 hours?
For 8 hours.
And if we say the command word again, we leave the plane.
Yes. And depending on how much time I get and how difficult it provides to be, it may be only a one-time thing.
If you can make it 2, that would be great, but we'll take what we can get.
If we can kill the hags, I'm sure I can get us out. I'm very familiar with forests.
It's
if
true.
we survive.
We just have to get the hags. But if, not necessarily to get out, but if we need to go, if we run out of time or
A fail-safe.
a fail-safe just in case. But whatever you feel like you can get done. And maybe we can purchase more from Swindell if we need to. He'll like trail off just thinking.
And by me doing this, I do ask one thing in return.
What?
The soul sewn needle is mine.
Hold on, wait. If Boudreaux says he needs it, can you help him with it and he'll just give it back to you if he can't use it and you help him with how he needs it, even though he's not going to be happy about you helping him with whatever he needs? Is that okay?
We need you to use the needle for Lila Garotha. Afterwards, we don't have any need of it.
When Boudreaux accepts my help, I may be willing to oblige. But he has to be the one who asks for it.
Oh no, it's never going to happen.
But with these items, that is my price.
Boudreaux, would you let him help Lila? Would you ask if you can't use the needle? Would you ask him for his help?
And I can guarantee you cannot use the needle.
You said you gonna let me try?
You will not be able to use it.
But you gonna let me try?
You can try all you want. But there is not an ounce of Lazarine in you.
Okay, I don't care about this other person because I don't know them. Sorry, Boudreaux, I really like you. We're good friends now, hopefully. Fanny, you have Fanny?
So, Boudreaux, if you can't use the needle,
He won't.
No, wait. You have
will you ask him for his help for Lila and Garotha if you can't use it?
I mean, maybe.
He doesn't even want my help to help protect him to retrieve it.
Is that good enough for you to do this? A maybe?
The price is for the soul's own needle. Once it is in my possession, then that conversation with Boudreaux may start.
He'll turn to Henley and be like, what else could we use the needle for? Like, if only a Nazarene can use a needle, but we have no use for it, right?
No.
Would you use it to help me and the Scarecrow?
That I could help with, yes.
Then the needle's yours.
And he nods. Oh, and the Lazarene that is using it. I want them alive.
I can't promise that, but I will do my best.
We will try.
If he comes back alive, better.
Yes.
But he is not to escape.
What's it look like?
That I don't know. I don't know who it is, and if the
how are we
person...
supposed to make sure they're not killed or be killed?
I have my suspicions on who he is,
And
and
who
it's
do
been many years since I have seen him.
And who do you think he is?
I think it is a distant cousin of mine who was named after the great Malenko.
So his name is Malenko too?
Correct.
Have you met him?
Many, many years ago before he was banished, yes.
Why was he banished?
He was studying on how to be a necromancer, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his twin brother, Jekyll. During one of their attempts on magic, Malenko killed his brother.
On purpose?
Whether it was on purpose or accident, I wasn't there. They say that it was a spell gone wrong, and he tried to hide it. And he attempted to raise his brother from the dead. To no avail. And so he was banished. He is also one that found interest in plants. So he could possibly be one that's causing unrest between the plant life in these parts. But this is a long stretch. He was very incompetent.
We will do. I can't promise you that we'll be able to keep him. That we'll be able to either keep him alive or keep him from not running away, but we will do our best to make that happen.
It would be a long shot that it is Malenko, this cousin of mine. But maybe he found some confidence within these hags, because he couldn't even summon a familiar. Which is a most basic spell of the Lazarenes.
Yeah.
If you are able to bring him to me alive, I would much appreciate it.
Yes.
But he is not to escape.
Or what?
I don't need to give any threats. I am here to accomplish the defeat of the hags.
And if he escapes?
I will hold you accountable.
Boudreaux angrily nods. And not at the Lazarene.
For if he's working for hags, I don't know how deep into the hag's possession he has become.
So if we kill the hags, wouldn't we kill him?
Whether their life source is tied, I do not know.
We'll do our best to keep him alive and to capture him, but I can't make a promise that I don't know I can keep.
Because to me, for an incompetent imbecile that he was, it wouldn't surprise me that the hags have him under some kind of possession, controlling his thoughts and mind in order to use the soul sewn needle.
So if we break that, then maybe he'll want to come with us because we helped him.
Perhaps. I do not know what his mental
If it's him.
state is.
Yeah, like I said, we'll do our best. I can't make any promises.
But the souls, the biggest thing is
the needle.
Is the needle.
Correct. That, if we get it in our power.
Okay.
Henley, unrelated, she asks, Azeal. So, what do you know about portals?
I know many portals, those who can use portals. It is definitely a lost art to be able to use them. Many use the...
can sense them.
You can sense them.
Yeah, it happened when we were in Avalon. And again when we were in the caves.
And who was using these portals?
Amnon, a wizard that works for the Hags.
Amnon. And you see, like, he's trying to search through his memory.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a pale tiefling?
I think so. Why? Do you know him?
I am familiar with him. I know he tried to study under a relative of mine, and I was told that if he came to me for any help, to deny him. One, he's a tiefling, and they should not be trusted with said things.
I was just curious about this spell that you're imbuing with. It seems familiar somehow.
It is a type of portal, you could say, because you are going to another dimension. But it is not to the extent of being able to transport or teleport to a total different location.
Like to the Feywilds.
Correct.
Okay.
A lot of that portal and magic has been lost in time. Though through the ethereal plane, once you dig deeper into its levels, they say many wizards have found that you can travel through the ethereal plane to other planes, but it's very dangerous. You never know what you've run into the deeper you go into the ethereal plane.
I was just curious if I could cast it, but I guess not.
It would surprise me if you could. You don't seem to be one full of magic.
I have some, but you're right. I don't have a lot. Anyway, it was nice seeing you again. Should we go?
I will spend my time imbuing these the best that I can with the time that I have. If you have means of communicating with me when you guys are ready, then I will send what I have.
I'll contact you.
He nods.
Okay, we go.
Thank you for the meal.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And we travel to Mapleshire, and
nothing
we
else
start the next
happens.
one.
Montage.
I just have one question for Boudreaux.
Who's asking?
Fenrir.
Oh. Yeah.
It's more of a statement than a question, but it's also a question. Just because we have these items doesn't mean we have to use them when the time comes.
Well, just remember what you promised him. Boudreaux says angrily and smiles and then walks away.
Did you want the needle?
He walked away.
He's chasing after you.
Oh, I mean, it's not like he's running. You don't have to chase, but well, it seems like there's someone you'd rather have him do it anyway. So
You
do
can
it.
try it.
When there's no point you giving him the needle. You know what? Just
What else?
Just
Who else would
I'm
we need a
done.
needle
I
to?
can't do it anymore today. Okay, just let's go.
Man, where's Roscoe when you need him?
He's dead.
And I think that's where we're going to end it. Thank you guys for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Big shout out to D.A. Nichols for writing our songs and music. If you want to check out her TTRPG, show her some support, go to drivethroughrpg.com. Shields of Power is her TTRPG. Also, special thanks to Culture and Compositions for remastering our theme music here, as you're listening to. If you want to add some theme music of your own to your tabletop game that you're playing, go visit his website at cultureandcompositions.com. Another special thanks to Realmwalker, freesound.org, Monument Studios, and Tabletop Audio for additional songs, or additional music and sounds. I am DM Dave, and to the right I have.
Fenrir.
Tick.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye! The episode I told you when you first met him, that is when you fought him.
Okay, in this
That's
last
true.
episode, I did not fight him,
Not to that extent, no.
but in that one, maybe.
Just because you're calmer this
'Cause I
time
just-
around.
I just remember I listened to it today, and the part where Azeal said something, and you went, "My God!"
I remember that.
I do not.
You did too.
I know what I said. I do not remember.
Yeah.
I heard it too.
You could send an arrow.
It's worth a
It's
shot.
worth a shot.
I was just not going to comment on it, David.
Eee! I
Was
love it.
not intended.
Those are the best ones.